Let me guess, you can't lose weight because you're a bit older and your metabolism has dropped, right? Wrong. Hey folks, Dr. Bobby Striker here with 3F Flow Physique Factory. Clinic is in session, but before we get into it, please remember to like our video, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell button for notifications, and drop us a comment so that people can find these videos. Yeah, fellow fitness enthusiasts. All right, now, this is an interesting one. As with everything, there are lots of ancient theories, old wives' tales, some people would call them fables, legends, pretty much about everything in life, okay? In the olden days, things would mostly go unchallenged. We're not in the olden days anymore, folks. Not anymore. So what happens now, when someone makes a claim, thankfully the science gurus and boffins out there, they'll put the theory to the test, okay? And one of these stories we've all heard is that as you get older, especially as you get into your 30s, your metabolism drops, it starts to slow down, meaning you start to put on weight and it becomes harder to lose weight, right?
Wrong.
This paper published last year, we'll link it in the description below. It looks at energy expenditure throughout human life, and it's actually probably the most comprehensive paper on the subject to date. So it's really interesting looking at this very question. And guess what? It shows that your metabolism from the age of 20 all the way to 60 stays pretty much constant, pretty much the same all the way. So unless you have an actual disease or medical, sickness, there's none of this kind of imaginary metabolic decline in your 30s. It doesn't exist. And even once you hit 60, it's not like your metabolism falls off a cliff. It slowly starts to decline at a rate of less than 1% per year. So some of that will be due to kind of the slowing of the cellular processes in our organs, as we age, which is true and is kind of unavoidable. But some of that will also be due to the metabolic decline in later life due to sarcopenia, which is kind of age-related muscle loss, which, remember, you can offset to an extent by doing, guess what? Weight training, what we keep talking about. So what does all this mean for you? Well, it's good news and bad news. The good news is that you don't need to worry about your metabolism slowing down and that being the reason you're gaining weight or being unable to lose weight. So that's good, right? So what's the bad news? Well, the bad news is that you can now no longer use this as an excuse to not lose weight, isn't it? So seriously, some people come up with so many excuses, so many reasons why they can't lose weight, why they can't get into shape. But time and time again, the reason is that a lot of you are just not willing to do essentially what it takes. So it means you don't want it enough, okay? You want an excuse. You want to blame something else for not being able to shed the pounds and get into shape. You don't want to be accountable and responsible for your own health, but guess what? You are. There's no one else responsible for it. Even if you don't want to accept it, even if you don't want to admit it, and it doesn't actually matter whether you believe it or not. Yeah, whether you lose weight or not is all on you and how much you want it. Now, the reason I'm stressing this is because so many people message us with so many excuses, looking for a shortcut, asking if they can consume some magic pill, which of course won't work, when we already know what does work, but people don't want to do it. And, your metabolism doesn't slow down in your 30s and 40s. Sure, life might get in the way, but the bottom line is, if you want it, you can make it happen. That is the bottom line. So get with it. Stop making excuses, and soon probably there won't be any more excuses left because I'm going to be coming here and I'm going to prove them all wrong. So you'll have nowhere left to go. So stop being a lazy bum, okay? Let's do it. We hope you enjoyed it. That's it. I'm done. I'm out of here. We hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop us a comment, help the algorithm so people can find us, follow us on all our social media channels. And yeah, come on, man. Make this happen. Get into shape. See you all next time. Don't be late for your appointment, people. Laters. Bye.